Right friends, welcome back to question and answer session part 1 of 20th week. We came to 20th week from 11th May to 17th May. We are going to discuss 26 questions this week in part 1 and 26 questions in part 2, and let us discuss one by one. Name the Indian origin MP who was appointed Minister of State for Employment in British Cabinet. Minister of State for Employment in British Cabinet. She is a Gujarati origin Preeti Patel. Gujarati origin Preeti Patel was appointed as Minister of State for Employment in British Cabinet. And please don't forget Rishi Sunak. Rishi Sunak, son-in-law of Narayana Murthy, one of the founders of Infosys, was also elected as one of the MPs in the recently concluded elections to the House of Commons. We have discussed in the previous classes, British Parliament, lower house is House of Commons, upper house is House of Lords, and Palace of Westminster is the place where these two houses are housed. And please don't forget, Palace of Westminster is the place where both House of Commons as well as House of Lords are situated, and 10 Downing Street is the residence of Prime Minister. And please don't forget, Preeti Patel is the Indian origin MP who became a Minister of State for Employment in United Kingdom. Name the High Court where Justice C.S. Karnan made allegations against the Chief Justice Sanjay K. Chol in connection with the appointment of a committee for selection of civil judges. For appointment of civil judges, a committee was constituted by the Chief Justice, and one of the judge of Madras High Court, C.S. Karnan, made allegations against the Chief Justice with regard to the constitution of committee to select civil judges. C.S. Karnan made allegations against the Chief Justice in the same High Court with regard to the appointment of a panel for selection of civil judges, and subsequently Supreme Court imposed a stay on the orders passed by the judge of Madras High Court, Justice C.S. Karnan, and the issue was subsided with the orders of the Supreme Court. Right friends, look into the next one. Due to El Nino effect, droughts and floods occur in some parts of the world. El Nino, we commonly hear this name. Due to the El Nino effect, droughts and floods occur in some parts of the world. Name the ocean which is primarily responsible for El Nino. The ocean which is primarily responsible for El Nino is Pacific Ocean. Pacific Ocean, what happens? The temperatures towards the western coast of South America, will be warmer than the waters nearer to Australia. That means there will be differential heating in the waters because of trade winds. There will be differential heating of waters, and the waters towards South America will be warmer, because of which drought and floods occur in different parts of the world, and the ocean primarily responsible for El Nino is Pacific Ocean. Right friends, look into the next issue. Failure of Progress M27M was primarily due to the problem with the launch by the rocket. Name the rocket which launched Progress M27M. The name of the rocket is Soyuz. There was some problem with the rocket Soyuz, and this Progress M27M was carrying 3 tons of food, oxygen and other utilities required for the people staying in International Space Station. but subsequently it failed, and while reaching the Earth's atmosphere back, it was melted into pieces. And this Progress M27M was launched by Russia. Soyuz was the rocket carrying it, and please don't forget, this was launched from Kazakhstan. Please don't forget, this was launched from Kazakhstan. Right, friends? Look into the next issue. There were reports that Defense Minister Hyon Chol was executed. Name the country. There were unconfirmed reports that the Defense Minister of the country was executed. The country's name is North Korea, and the country North Korea has got closed economy, and various news reports emanating from that country are normally not verified by reliable source, but as per the unconfirmed reports which say that the country's defense minister Hyon Chol was executed, and the country we are talking about is North Korea. Please look into the next question. Name the place where Google proposes to establish its largest campus outside United States of America. Outside United States of America, Google proposes to establish its biggest campus outside US in Hyderabad, and at present the headcount is 6,000. Once that is established, the headcount will go up to 13,000. It is going to be established in 2 million square feet area in 7.2 acres, and Google is going to spend 1,000 crores of rupees for this expansion. So, Google is going to establish the world's largest campus outside United States of America in Hyderabad. Please don't forget. Name the country where the blogger of Mukto Mona, that is a free mind, Ananta Bijoy was murdered. I would like to reiterate this question once again. Name the country where the blogger of Mukto Mona, Ananta Bijoy was murdered. After Avijit Roy, the second case associated with Mukto Mona, Ananta Bijoy was murdered in Sylhet city in Bangladesh. Previously, we all well aware about the murder of Avijit Roy. Now this is the second murder, and this indicates the state of affairs in Bangladesh. That means the attacks on the persons propagating freedom of expression are being murdered, and civil society across the world is concerned about these developments in Bangladesh. Please look into the next one. Several migrants were struck off the coast of Thailand as the boats were abandoned by smugglers. They are believed to be Rohingyas from Myanmar. There is a big humanitarian crisis. Thousands of Rohingyas are being migrated from Myanmar in boats. Smugglers operate these boats, and human trafficking is going on because Rohingyas have got no civil rights in Myanmar. Myanmar does not recognize the Rohingyas as citizens. They have no civil rights. Most of them are into forced labor. They are of a minority Muslim community. Myanmar is predominantly Buddhist religion, and these Rohingyas have got no rights in Myanmar, and they are fleeing in thousands by boats operated by smugglers, and these boats take them to Thailand, Malaysia, Indonesia. But recently Thailand tightened its coast because several mass graves were found in the coast suspected to be of migrants from Myanmar, and because of which they tightened their vigilance along the coast, and subsequently several boats were struck up in Andaman Sea, and smugglers left the boats by leaving the boats in mid-sea. Finally, Malaysia and Indonesia came to the agreement to accommodate those migrants from Myanmar. Right? Look into the next one. Name the German Development Bank, which will lend $1.1 billion to India for rooftop solar projects. The German Development Bank name is KfW. Recently, they announced that they will lend $1.1 billion for rooftop solar projects, basically for renewable energy projects. Previously, they have lent around $1.55 billion for laying of power lines across the country in 9 states. Previously, they have lent $1.55 billion for laying of power lines across the country. Now they came forward to lend $1.1 billion for rooftop solar projects. Please look into the next one. Name the fashion retailer which decided to shut down its desktop browser version and will go on with app-only model from May 15. It has got 2 models. One is the desktop browser version. All of you are well aware. If you want to purchase or if you want to order through any e-commerce firm, you can access through browser model or through app model. But recently, Myntra announced that it is closing desktop browser version and only app-only model will be available from May 15th. Myntra recently announced app-only model will be available from May 15th, and please don't forget, Myntra was purchased by Flipkart. Please look into the next one. US wireless carrier Verizon Communications said that it would buy mass media company AOL for, the answer is $4.4 billion. Verizon is broadband and telecommunication company of United States of America. Verizon is broadband and telecommunications company of United States of America. AOL is nothing but America Online. America Online is the multimedia corporation of United States of America. And recently, Verizon decided to purchase America Online for $4.4 billion. Please don't forget. Let us look at the next question. Name the country which decided to protect the mangroves by engaging 15,000 women. Mangroves, these forests of a small height, grows in saline soil, saline environment. All of us are well aware, world's largest mangrove forests are Sundarbans. World's largest mangrove forests are Sundarbans. To protect mangrove forests, Sri Lanka decided to engage 15,000 women by organizing them into groups. To protect mangrove forests in Sri Lanka, they decided to entrust the task to 15,000 women, and it is around £2.2 million project to protect mangroves in Sri Lanka. And Sundarbans is situated, Sundarbans I have already told you, the largest mangroves in the world, situated in Bangladesh and West Bengal of India. Please don't forget. Look into the next one. Government approved disinvestment of 5% shares in NTPC, National Thermal Power Corporation, and 10% shares in IOCL. Disinvestment, reducing government share in public sector undertakings. Reducing government's share in public sector undertakings. Why disinvestment is necessary? Disinvestment is necessary so as to make the public sector organizations responsible, competitive, and to unlock the potential of public sector undertakings. Because if the government share is 51%, it is designated as public sector undertaking. There is no point in having 80% or 90% stake by government. Once the stake increases, monopoly will also increase, lethargy will come into picture, efficiency will come down. That's why public sector undertakings are reducing their stake. The advantage of reducing their stake is accountability will increase, responsibility will increase. At the same time, government will unlock its potential that money will be used for some other purpose. That's why reducing its stake in government undertakings, but please remember, it should not fall below 51%. If it falls below 51%, government will not be major stakeholder and it will be considered as private sector enterprise. Government's stake should be minimum 51%. Keeping minimum stake of 51%, public sector undertakings will sell part of the stake ranging from 5% to 10%. And the basic purpose is to improve efficiency of operations in public sector undertakings by unlocking the potential. That means this money can be used by Government of India for some other purpose. So recently government took a decision to disinvest 5% shares in NTPC and 10% in IOCL. Please don't forget. Which of the following groups purchased a total superstore business of Jubilant Agri and Consumer Products Limited? Recently, Aditya Birla Retail. If I talk about more super chain stores, all of you are well aware, these more chains are owned by Aditya Birla Group. Recently, Aditya Birla Group decided to purchase total superstore business of Jubilant Agri and Consumer Products Limited. Please don't forget. Look into the next one. Name the India bond who was appointed the President of SoftBank Corporation. What is this SoftBank Corporation? SoftBank Corporation is the telecommunication giant of Japan. SoftBank Corporation is the telecommunication giant of Japan. Masayoshi Son is the founder and CEO. Masayoshi Son is the founder and the present CEO. Recently, Indian born IIT graduated Nikesh Arora, who has got a wide experience with Google, was appointed as Japan's SoftBank president, and it appears that he may become CEO shortly. At present, Nikesh Arora was appointed Japan's SoftBank president. SoftBank is the telecommunications giant of Japan and the founder is Masayoshi Son, and Nikesh Arora is tipped to be the CEO in future and now appointed as President of Japan SoftBank. Right? After Indra Nooyi, Satya Nadella, let us hope Nikesh Arora to become CEO of SoftBank Corporation, one of the largest giants of Japan. Right friends, look into the next one. In Madrid Masters Tennis Tournament, it is Andy Murray of Great Britain defeated Rafael Nadal of Spain by 6-3, 6-2. With this, Andy Murray reached the third position in the rankings given by Association of Tennis Professionals or ATP. In ATP rankings, Andy Murray reached third position. Because of the loss, this Rafael Nadal of Spain has gone down to 7th position. Please look into the next one. Name the city where the unfortunate incident of a fire in a shoe factory killed at least 72 people. Unfortunate incident took place in Manila in Philippines. 72 people lost their lives because of fire in a shoe factory. Please look into the next one. There are reports that ISIS advanced to Tadmor, where Palmyra, the greatest archaeological site in Middle East, is situated. Palmyra is one of the greatest archaeological sites, belongs to Roman civilization of 1st century and 2nd century. Its remains we can see at Palmyra. It is World Heritage Site. World Heritage Site status is given by UNESCO, and there is an apprehension that this precious jewel of Middle East will be destroyed by ISIS. ISIS already seized this archaeological site. All of you are well aware, in Iraq, they destroyed several artifacts in Mosul Museum and other sites in Iraq, Nimrud, Hatra. These sites were destroyed by ISIS. Now, Palmyra the jewel of Middle East, is in the hands of ISIS. Please look into the next one. Name the city in Pakistan where 43 Shia Ismailis were killed when militants opened fire. Militants opened fire when Shia Ismailis is the subsect of Shias. They were traveling in bus and militants attacked the bus in Karachi city and 43 people lost their lives. This occurred in Pakistan, Karachi. Please look into the next one. Wholesale price index reached a new low of minus 2.65% for April 2015. It is minus 2.65%. And wholesale price index is into negative territory since November 2014. This is the 6th consecutive month wholesale price index has gone towards negative, but common man is affected by consumer price index inflation because wholesale price index tracks the increase in prices at wholesale level, whereas consumer price index tracks at consumer level, and consumer price index for April 2015 stands at 4.87%, plus 4.87%, which is within the range specified by Reserve Bank of India. Right? Please look into the next one. Name the chief executive of Housing.com. Housing.com is one of the housing portals in the country. Magicbricks.com. Then 99acres.com. These are all housing portals. And recently its chief executive officer Rahul Yadav announced that his personal wealth of 150 crore to 200 crores of rupees will be distributed among around 2000 employees. Rahul Yadav is the CEO of Housing.com. Recently he stated his personal wealth of 150 to 200 crores of rupees worth shares will be distributed among the employees. Employees are around 2000 employees. Right? Next one. In the Human Capital Index. Human Capital Index is developed by World Economic Forum. World Economic Forum started by Klaus Schwab in the year 1971. Several organizations, governments, industry, companies all deliberate issues with regard to the development in the world. It is World Economic Forum. Recently, they released Human Capital Index. Recently, they released Human Capital Index, and in the Human Capital Index, as expected, Finland, Norway, Switzerland occupied top 3 positions. India's position is 100th out of 124 countries. India's position is 100th out of 124 countries, and it shows that a lot more needs to be done in the country as far as education, health, sanitation, water supply. These are the parameters which decide the fate of the residents. India's position as far as Human Capital Index is concerned is 100 out of 124 countries. Right? A lot more needs to be done. The black money, undisclosed foreign income and assets, and Imposition of Tax Bill 2015. All of you are well aware, government is bringing several steps to control black money. Especially 3 things are very important as far as this year's budget speech is concerned. First and the foremost thing is, for all the transactions above 1 lakh rupees, you require PAN, permanent account number, issued by income tax authorities is required for all the transactions of rupees 1 lakh and above. Second important thing is, government is coming up with that is to prevent black money, undisclosed foreign income and assets, and Imposition of Tax Bill 2015 to look into stashing away of black money abroad. The third one is Benami Transactions Bill, because in our country it is quite common properties of prominent persons will be in the name of some binamis, and government is bringing that bill also. These 3 are basically to curb black money, but in the proposed legislation of this black money undisclosed foreign income and assets and imposition of tax bill 2015, the limit given is 5 lakh rupees, please don't forget. Look into the next question. Toyota and Nissan recently stated that they are recalling 6.5 million vehicles globally due to faulty airbags. Because of faulty airbags, several cars are being recalled because they are not able to function in case of accidents, and these airbags are manufactured by Takata Corporation of Japan. These airbags are manufactured by Takata Corporation of Japan, and probably it is going to be one of the largest recalls in the automobile industry because several car companies are recalling their vehicles because of faulty airbags manufactured by Takata Corporation. Please look into the next question. Center imposed 61-day fishing ban on both East Coast and West Coast in seas. Center imposed 61-day fishing ban. Mechanized boats are not allowed. Mechanized boats are not allowed during this period. 61-day fishing ban imposed by central government on both East Coast as well as West Coast, but the dates of starting this ban is different on both the coasts, but total ban is 61 days and previously it was 45 days, now increased to 61 days. During this 61 days period, mechanized boats are not allowed into the deep sea. This is imposed basically to conserve the fisheries resources. Please look into the last question. Which of the following launched instant articles? Recently, Facebook launched instant articles. Various newspaper articles will be available instantly. This will save time for the customers. They need not buffer it. Sometimes it takes time for buffering, and to avoid that, Facebook recently started instant articles. Right friends, we came to the end of part 1 and please do join for part 2. Have a nice day. Thank you.